Theory of relativity of time. Time is constant and will remain constant everywhere. That's what we believe. Measuring time may differ. That's all we believe. For example, a day of the Earth is different from a day of Mars because the time taken by both of them in one complete rotation is different. If we start measuring time at both planets with an atomic watch simultaneously, then due to different gravitational time dilation will be seen. Earth's clock will be moving slower than Mars's clock, but actually, Mars's clock should go slower, but that is what I am not going into. If the watch is moving faster or slower, this doesn't mean the clock is calculating different times, and time is different on both planets. Time is not the same for both planets, not because of this reason. We will see further. Time might be different on a different planet, but differences can be negligible in same solar system. What do we think until now? What is time? Time is the indefinite continued progress of existence, process, and events that occur in apparently irreversible succession from the past through the present to the future, and time is not a vector. Yes, time is not a vector in a three-dimensional frame of reference, but in the fourth dimension, it is a vector with an undefined direction. In the fifth dimension, it has a direction towards the fifth dimension, and in the sixth dimension, it has a direction towards the sixth dimension, and in the presence of both fifth, sixth, the direction is pointing towards both. The direction of the fifth and the sixth dimension changes every 10^12 seconds. If we look at the frame considering the only fourth, fifth, and sixth dimension, then time points simultaneously towards the fifth and sixth dimension. You can't see the cumulative of both as both are changing their direction rapidly. The angle between fourth, fifth, and sixth is not fixed. If we look at the frame considering all 6 dimensions in the fourth dimension, they will form a hexagon that will only be seen if you see it at a specific angle. The positioning of this specific angle is also changing. Of course, you can't see time like you can't see force. Remember, you may fix your x, y, or z axis of 3 dimensions, but you can't fix the fourth, fifth, and sixth dimension axis. Gravitation is a way through which time may differ while measuring through devices, but in reality, time remains constant in the same existential magnetic field. Let's say time inside Earth's ozone layer remains the same. Remember, here I am talking about the actual time, not measuring time. Measuring time may still differ due to gravitational forces. The time between Earth's center and ozone layer will remain the same. Above the ozone layer in Earth potential magnetic field region where all artificial satellites reside, the time difference with our Earth is only 10^8, which is negligible. This is the main reason why scientists are not able to detect satellites when they first install them in space, because everyone thinks the time is constant and the same everywhere, but the reality is that we are 10^8 seconds behind. This is a silly mistake that time has gone already, and we are trying to detect satellites. Actually, scientists already takes error time, but they don't take actual behind time at which we are at. Mars is behind us with 10^7, but Earth is behind Jupiter by 10^6. In short, more the existential magnetic field is more accurate you are going with time. This does not do anything with the potential magnetic field. Saturn is behind Earth while the potential magnetic field of Saturn is more than Earth, but the existential magnetic field of Saturn is less than Earth. When an object goes from one existential magnetic field to another existential magnetic field, time changes and the object's energy either increases or decreases. Time inside the solar system almost remains the same or negligible when comparing its planets with other planets. The same with galaxies. Time inside galaxy almost remains the same or negligible on comparing one solar system with another. But if you compare one planet of one solar system and another planet of another solar system, there will be a huge difference. In reality, our solar system is behind in time by 2.9 seconds with respect to our galaxy Milky Way, which is huge. Now you may imagine the time difference between galaxies and the universe and so on. I know it is going above your head, and you may have many questions. When you are in the fourth dimension, then you are able to see what is happening exactly at that point in time, and you will realize which thing is moving ahead and which thing is moving behind. Here nothing is moving faster or slower, accelerated or decelerated. All are still moving simultaneously because time is constant and remains constant within its domain with negligibility. I know this is hard for people to engulf that space and time are not constant and differ on the different planets when compared with one another. Actual time, not measured time. Always remember, here I have talked about actual time, not measured time. Here I have not talked about Martian season lengths and time. Here I have talked about time, and we are moving behind with 10^8 with respect to our solar system. Time is the same thing, no change in definition. Only the way of looking is different. Time is constant but not the same everywhere. It is either behind or moving ahead. but time is moving ahead with constant continuous speed everywhere. Origin of this theory. I had seen several results in the fourth dimension, which happened just before or after in real time, which showed time is not the same, either we are behind or we are going ahead.